Hello everyone, today I will share with you more about nuclear fusion. But first, let's define what nuclear fusion is. So what is nuclear fusion? Nuclear fusion is a nuclear reaction in which two light nuclei fuse to form a heavier nucleus with the release of energy. What does that actually mean? Before I start further explaining, let me share with you more about when nuclear fusion occurs in our real life. Firstly, nuclear fusion occurs in hydrogen bombs. I'm pretty sure all of you are used to these bombs as North Korea has claimed to run some tests on them. But why do people doubt North Korea's claim? This is because it is very difficult for nuclear fusion to occur. But why? This is due to the strong forces of repulsion between the positive charges in the two nuclei. By Coulomb's law, the repulsive force quadruples every half the distance, and more energy is required to get them closer together. Thus, high temperature at 100 million degrees Celsius and pressure is required to overcome the repulsive force. Talking about high temperatures and pressure, did you know that nuclear fusion occurs in the sun? This is a diagram of the nuclear fusion process. Let's talk about the first stage. Two hydrogen atoms fuse to form deuterium, an isotope of hydrogen, a positron, a positively charged electron, and thermal energy. Moving on to the second stage, the deuterium fuses with another hydrogen to form helium-3 and gamma waves. In the third stage, two helium-3 fuses together to form helium, two hydrogen atoms, and gamma waves. This is a chain reaction where the two hydrogen atoms can fuse again in the first stage. But you must be wondering, how does energy get released in these stages? This is due to mass defect, which is the difference between the mass of an atom and the sum of the masses of nucleons, which are protons and neutrons. Let's give it an example. For example, oxygen, which is 15.99 atomic mass units. This is lower than that of the mass of the nucleons that consists of 8 protons and 8 neutrons, which is 16.13 atomic mass units. This difference in the mass is known as the mass defect, and it is a value of negative 2.269 times 10 to the power of negative 28 kg of. After calculating the mass defect, we are then able to calculate the binding energy, which is the energy that holds the nucleus together. We do this by using the equation E equals to mc squared. After which, we are able to get the energy released from the one single nucleus and multiplied by the Avogadro constant, we're able to get a huge ton of energy. Now that we know more about nuclear fusion, let's learn how the hydrogen bomb works. Firstly, the explosives in the primary section will cause the fission wall to fission. The X-ray and delta particles emitted will induce fission in the outer casing. The shock waves will cause the plutonium to fission. Then the neutrons released in the fission will then fuse with the lithium deuteride to form deuterium and tritium, which are isotopes of hydrogen, and will undergo fusion to release huge amounts of energy.